Hi, Coach Kyle Harris here at the Bob Harris Baseball School in Green Springs, Ohio. And it's no secret that we are huge proponents of utilizing the JBands from Jaeger Sports. Huge fan of all of Alan Jaeger stuff. I can't recommend you finding his stuff and looking for it enough. I've known Alan and have been using his stuff since I was in high school myself, since I was 14 or 15 years old. And what we want to do is just kind of show you the versatility of these bands in a series that we started a couple weeks ago. So what we're going to do today is show you an exercise called the face pull. It's a great exercise to strengthen the upper back, the upper traps, the rhomboids, the teres, all those muscles around the scapula, which is very, very important in order to control and stabilize the shoulder. With anybody that's going to be doing anything in baseball or softball, whether it's throwing, pitching, or softball pitching, we want to make sure that we have a strong upper back and a stabilizing system that's going to allow us to prevent injury. Sometimes with the JBands, with our younger athletes, even when we're using the youth models, they're not quite strong enough to do the things we want to do, the exercises properly. We get a lot of forward head going. We get a lot of extension and arching going on there that we don't want. So what I'll do is use some face pulls with those exercises, or with those athletes, to try to strengthen that. These are also great for anybody that wants to strengthen the upper back, and I recommend all of my athletes, especially my overhead athletes, to do these face pulls. Now, what we can do here is multiple things. We've got our Jaeger bands here. We've got several clips that we can clip onto. So if you pull about head height, maybe a little higher, you can do this exercise standing. And there's a couple of different ways we can do it. We can go with a grip this way and pull here. And it's important to make sure we're not arching. It's important to make sure that we're not getting our head jetting forward. Okay, we want to make sure we're pulling, keeping a neutral cervical spine as we do this. Another way I like to do the exercise is use more of a pronated grip. So we come over top this way. So that last one we were pulling basically with our pinkies closer to our body. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a pronated grip. So we're going to get our thumbs down, pinkies up, and we're going to pull in that fashion. That loads the exercise a little bit more, makes it a little more difficult. Now, one of the things that I like to do with all of my athletes is do a half kneeling face pull. This is a great exercise. We come down here on one knee and we grab that with that pronated grip. That's the one that I actually like the most. And we pull straight back, trying to keep the elbows high. And again, it's a face pull. You're going to see athletes want to turn it into a row. We want to bring that high up at the face. I tell them, get up around the eyes, and you can watch the athlete and see and look for any movement discrepancies. If they're shrugging those shoulders, cue them to keep the shoulder blades down. Don't let them shrug up. So we're pulling this way, and I'll actually come back around the athlete and put my hand right on that scapula or that shoulder blade and show them, hey, you're shrugging, you're getting that upward rotation, which isn't a bad thing, but for this exercise, we want to keep it down. We're trying to create a nice stable scapula so it's kind of protracted it through the movement and rotated in a downward fashion. Now, when we're doing that half kneeling face pull, what I like to do is make sure if they're doing 12 reps, they'll do 6 on the left knee, 6 on the right knee, or we'll do 1 set on the left knee and 1 set on the right knee. So that's another exercise you can use. Another way to show the versatility of the JBands. If you don't have JBands, make sure you get those. Get to Alan Jaeger or Jaeger Sports website, order them, find another retailer. They're all over. You can find them on Driveline Sports. You can get them from all of the great guys that I follow on Twitter. So if you're watching this, head up to my Twitter at HossJob or go to @baseball1 or @BobHarrisBaseball1. That's Bob Harris Baseball with BASEBAL1. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you thank Alan Jaeger for all the great stuff he puts on there. Make sure you get your JBands and make sure you're doing your face pulls.